Welcome, Aries, to my weekly general relationship reading. As I told you in last week's reading, I'm not only a tarot and oracle reader. I'm also try to tell you a story about what happened in my life, how the spirit and divine's message through the tarot reader can help in my life. So I wrote the book, Journey Must Be Taken playlist. Uh, this tell a lot of storyline with the how tarot reader help influence in my life. So the story I want to tell you is recently happened just last week, right? Uh, I want to tell the next half of the story. If you want to hear the first half, and then go back to my last week's reading. So, what happened was there was my teammate tried to uh, demand me to do a one of task. There's stand up there. What his communication, which potentially damage my career reputation and personal integrity. And I replied back, which based on the some message and guidance from those tarot readings. So um, that was last week's story. Now, by end of that standoff, so authority step in and basically say that there is a standoff, let's resolve it. So there was a meeting scheduled next day, um, and try to resolve this dispute. So from my point of view, this is not this is out of scope of the project and could potentially negatively impact on the product delivery. But from the authority point of view, they just don't want to hear the noise, right? So they, if the dispute is resolved, everybody is happy, so we can moving forward. Which when I approached that meeting, I was still, in the shock of this message and what potentially impact could it be for the my career. So right before the meeting happened, I was happened to listen to few tarot reading, right? Uh, there are tarot reading basically list out like February 22nd, Simple Tarot published a video titled as Taurus, don't let anyone dim your confidence, not back it down. So that was one point I really have this kind of like the motivation. I'm not gonna back down. I will stand on my ground, right? At the same day, Tarot channel Water and Fire Tarot published a video titled as Taurus. What goes around comes around. It goes your way this time, March 20, 2023. So um, those kind of reading are very positive to me. I think that there will be potential outcome will be uh, positive on my side, right? But right before the meeting, I really hear the reading from the Born Without Boundary Tarot. Uh, the title was Taurus Tarot, really releasing this toxic energy. So this channel, this reading basically said, hey, you are confronting this emotional loss, and you are suffering silence. That's exactly what reflects my energy, right? And it always mentioned, uh, you know, you kind of try to resist it, but uh, that's not the solution. Solution is open yourself up to this change, right? And so for all those kind of guidance or their opinion, so I really utilize my intuition, my inner voice, and my understanding for my own situation. Only in that case, you would make those tarot reading as your personal reading, right? So what I did is basically step in that meeting with the mind, say, I'm going to try to work with it, resolve it, and move it on, but not without any like give up any ground. So I got a sign off from the authority to proceed with what this teammate want. Uh, at the same time, they know my position, and we got that resolved. And I do say there is a positive things come into the situation, and what my concern is got addressed. So that had been said, my energy really read it out across the tarot channel on the February 2024th. Good Witch Intuitive Tarot published video titled Taurus, March 2023, Choose Abundance and Big Celebration. That reading is basically categorized, like summarize what I went through. Um, so what I try to talk about my story is here. All the tarot reading happen, it actually pick up my energy. I can use as my personal reading. And one day ahead of time, pretty much like at this point, I can say, um, now the question is how do you utilize those reading? Those reading is basically, from my point of view, is deliver the message from the spirit and the divine and the angel. Uh, you say how each part, each reading deliver one piece of information. I will need to get those information, assemble it, analyze it, and then make the decision. So that is beauty of a final product, right? So I wrote this book, A Journey Must Be Taken playlist. Is pretty much the going through this process, analyze reading, and make the final decision. It's an assembly process. So it will give you a eye-opening experience, even though it's a romance novel. Definitely read it. It's available at Amazon, Barnes Noble, and Apple Bookstore. So Aries, I'm gonna use the tarot as main energy. So here you go. So first is your past energy, uh, and second column is your now energy. Oh, just come up with two cards. This is your unfolding energy. Oh, three cards. Okay, I'll take the three cards. And the energy you unexpected. Third column is the word. That's unexpected energy. The last column is the potential outcome. Six of one. All right, so I'm gonna use I Ching as clarifier. Your past energy is shocking. Your current energy is mirroring. Your crossing energy, unfolding energy is inner truth. Your unexpected energy coming toward you is the stealing. A potential outcome for you is the will. Okay. Aries, let's talk about that. So in your past energy, you have an Ace of Wands. Even though this is a general reading, I still want to point it out. You may um, there might be an impasse. You may be involved with a lovely relationship. Looks like there's romance going on over here, and or if it's a partnership or a relationship, it's really clarified with shock, right? It's really make you feel unusual, and that kind of energy, sexual energy, make you really out of your this world, or the new partnership working the good way, it's out of this world. It's shocking, right? And your current energy is really look at your security, your finance, your pentacle, your money, and then say this person is really moving slow across the land, accumulate a lot of money, and security wise, really think about what's the next step to go, right? And clarify as nearing. So you are at the break of the achieve the better result, the better financial situation over there, right? And so unfolding energy in this way is you have the Ace of Pentacle, right? There's new money coming in, right? And you are literally in the fantasy land. Think about what possibility you will use that money to achieve, right? Think about all the things happening over there, love, relationship, uh, you know, um, during castle stuff like that. But also you have that the King of Sword energy. You really have very clear idea of what you want to do, right? You're not simply just fantasy land, but you know what you're doing, right? Uh, and that's your inner choice, right? Clarify as this. Unexpected energy coming is the word. So you finish a cycle. This new money looks like a new money coming, right? The new money coming, you already achieve the good amount of financial security, but as this week unfolding, you really have that new money. You make your be fantasy land, but you have your inner choice. Uh, as things move on and you really close that cycle, you may traveling, you may think about planning traveling, go to world. You may have your project roll it out to the new, to the public, or to uh, the project team, right? Rolling out to the to announce it, go live, right? And clarifies you advise to be still, right? I think um, it is, even though you have that finish the cycle, you may still have some pending things to be done, and as you're rolling out, there might be fallout, and there might be something you need to consider carefully, and that's unexpected energy here. So look at the potential outcome is six of one. This person is really in triumph. It's it's a messenger deliver the victory, right? You think about the you know what the thing you have to accomplish. It's really give you a sense of victory over there, right? and you clarifies like the will. The will in the I Ching is said you can always find your supporter along the way. You don't move the city. You found the will along the way, which will fit your soldier as you're traveling, or as you deliver the result. Right? You have found something you can improve. You can make it better. You can really getting the best out of your project or your relationship coming out. All right, Aries, I'm happy to deliver this message. Let me pull card from the work deck to give you additional guidance from those work deck. So the first, I want to pull from the Angel Crystal Oracle. Thanks, Angel, Spirit and Divine Descending Master, to deliver message for Aries. All right, so for this week, for Angel guidance is the innocence. So the angel advise you to embrace the whole sound quality of the childhood, right? So you may think about your inner truth, your fantasy with all the things you want to do, and you're clear about what you really want, but the angel is remind you to think about how happy you were when you are childhood, right? When you are a baby, you simple things, you would smile, be happy, right? Uh, you may not need all of those things, but what you need is you happy, you smile, and your inner truth. Uh, all right. Let me pull one card from the Spirit deck. Thanks, Angel, Spirit, and Divine Descending Master, to deliver message to Aries. All right. So this week, deck is the Face Entanglement, emotional influence. All right. Okay. So you you are look at unexpectedly, get into the finish that cycle, and roll out that project, right? But your advice to keep still. It looks like a face entanglement, right? So there may be something like a emotionally influence. There may be something happen after that. Um, this is remind you to say, consider the for relationship, consider the emotional influence, right, uh, tangle into tanglement, right? For the any project initiative, once you roll, you may have something did not considering, uh, so that needs time to flush it out, right? Okay, just keep in mind here. So let me pull card from the Oracle Animal Oracle deck for this. All right. Thanks, Spirit, Divine, and Angel Ascended Master, to deliver message for Aries. Right. So your spirit is the antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. All right. Say, yeah, potential outcome is you really triumphantly as messenger deliver that message, right? So you really your life is really speeded up. You finish one cycle, it's a new beginning, right? And this is something like they um, will work with this energy. This energy. All of a sudden, in this week, you realize there seems is coming, and you have to like take it, finish it, move it on. That's you feel like this is life is speeding up, energy here. Work with it, okay? So I'm going to pull one more card from Gateway of Light Activation Oracle card. So I hope this can channel some energy to you. Uh, I I am I can't say I'm a magician or the uh, have the special magic, but I know I'm the person can be in sync with the universal energy, and I can collect those messages, do in interpretation, and make the the uh, best utilize those energy to my advantage, right? So I think this card could potentially open your mind, especially resonate what you have been thinking at here, right? Okay, so this week activation card for you is the Soul Star activation. This is said, fulfill your soul contract, remember who you are. All right. So it's calling for soul contract, right? Yeah, your soul contract. So you know exactly what you very clear about the direction you are going, right? And you finish the cycle, you're rolling out, and you achieve the victory lap, and you have the resource to help you to achieve your goal. And this is said, yeah, fulfill your soul contract. Remember who you are at this point, right? Right. Uh, this is good reading, Aries. I hope you have a blessing week, upcoming week. I hope you come back to subscribe it, uh, and I talk to you soon.